First off, I hope that you and your loved ones are safe and healthy. I never expected to be addressing the senior class in my pajama pants and from my childhood home, but lately there have been a lot of unexpected things. When we left for spring break, I don't think any of us imagined that we had sat in a college classroom for the last time or ordered our last cup of coffee from Common Grounds. And never in a million years could I have dreamed that we would be apart for a day like tomorrow. These past few months, I've been in awe of 2020's perseverance, but I have also been grieving for the loss of the final weeks and memories of our senior year. We still had so many memories to complete, accomplishments to celebrate, and goodbyes left to say. Yet I know right now we're all feeling something much bigger and darker looming. We see the lines wrapped around grocery stores, pictures of newborn babies with face shields over their head, and an increasing number on the news that signifies isolated hospital beds and unattended funerals. We're graduating into a public health nightmare and holding our breath for our second once-in-a-lifetime recession. It makes me think of how we've digested uncertainty in the past and how I know we're going to deal with it in the future. When we came to Simmons, it was during one of the most contentious presidential elections of modern history. Fall semester of 2016, we gathered around the TV, thrilled to be at a woman-centered college as we anticipated the excitement of seeing the first female president elected to office. Our next months and years together were defined by a very different analysis of the leadership that translated into all of our classrooms and lives. Now, as we once again look to the highest office in the land, desperate for answers, we are met with more uncertainty and mayhem. Our leadership, elected to organize our public resources to ensure the safety of our friends and neighbors, have ensued chaos. Those responsible for bringing calm and direction have often brought further doubt. More than ever before, we wonder, where are the adults in the room? Where are the people who were supposed to protect us, to lead us with reason and facts? As everything we hold dear is in flux, who is going to direct us to a secure future? But detecting the problem is often the first step in fixing it, as so many of our professors have taught us. When we can determine the faults and limitations ahead, we know how to reinforce and what still needs to be built. There has never been a better time to apply everything that we have learned at Simmons, especially now that it's our turn to be the adults in the room, our turn to lead. Alan Watts once said, the only way to make sense of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. And we will, we have. As spring break was extended week after week, we scattered apart and found shelter with family and friends. We logged onto Zoom and we didn't look back. We attended lectures from our kitchen tables, wrote essays in our beds, and we proved ourselves each time. We kept each other sane through group chats. We learned TikTok dances that we are way too old to. And we spent a lot of time thinking about all the things we're going to do once it's safe to do so. The future will challenge our resolve, but if our determination these past few months has been any indication, I know we'll get through it. There's going to be a certain grit earned by the class of 2020, perhaps as much grit as the geese who refused to leave Fenway during the winter. We know things will never be the same, but maybe that's okay. You know, a new world will provide new opportunities and possibilities to rebuild. All of us will have to innovate new paths and create new ways to connect and contribute. We're prepared for the challenge and anxious to write our own stories. Everyone was always saying that we were going to have 2020 vision, and I must say our perspective of what is important and what's not has never been more clear. It's our turn to make the world everything it should be, to put lives over dollar signs and acknowledge that we are only as strong as the protection and support that we provide to our most vulnerable. No matter where you're going, whether it be to the front lines of hospitals, a corporate job, grad school, or something yet to find you, if you're a scientist, writer, artist, business person, there's going to be a part you will play. The lessons that you have learned and the relationships that you have made are ingrained in you. Hold on to them. You are always going to be a part of this community, and this community is always going to be a part of you, no matter how far apart our internet connection. I am so proud of all of you. You are the most empathetic, passionate, and empowering people I have had the pleasure to know. And I thank you for shaping me into the person I am today, for shaping Simmons into the school I love. And I cannot wait to see how you shape the world, because she really needs your help right now. Until a later date, keep your head high, 2020.